Good evening, everybody. Matrix here, and here is my watch list for December 19th. All right, so let's bring in the futures, take a look at the markets, what's going on right now. The futures markets just opened up a couple hours ago, and we are getting a slight gap up from yesterday's close. Now, um, looks like it wants to consolidate around here at the lows here, and personally, I think I like to see a pop into this 256, 2560 area and then fail. I mean, look at this massive spike here where it failed the 200 SMA and also right around here as well. I guess I should zoom out a little bit more. Take a look here. How much did I say? 256. It might get up a little bit back up to 256.8, right? So we'll see. This is a key resistance area. We do have the Fed speak tomorrow. They talk about whether or not they will be raising interest rates. So that's happening, I believe, around 2 p.m. So if anything, treat that as kind of like a catalyst. And what we do about catalyst is we don't hold any position over catalyst. Instead, the safe way to play it is to basically get the hell out and then watch the reaction after the catalyst, whether they announce a raise in interest rates or do not raise it in interest rates. We will know around 2 p.m. So get the hell out of your positions before then. And that's exactly what my mentor Trick is talking about today as well on Trick Trades. So we need to be prepared about that. Taking a look at the daily chart here. Let's see. I mean, we're still on a very nice downtrend. We could test, 257. So what does that mean on the SPY? That means I'll be looking at today's opening price at 257, like a little pop. Currently, the SPY is holding at 255. Look at that 257 price, a little pop, and look for that rejection from there or continuation down. Maybe it can get up as high as 257.5. Yeah, that's basically it for the market. The pop and the drop, like what we have been seeing lately, because the pattern itself works so well. So let's get into the watch list. Okay, I have 5 tickers for you guys tonight. First up is MU, which is going to be my main watch. MU announced earnings after hours, and their guidance was basically pretty shit. Their revenues were announced flat, but their guidance are really low, hence the big sell-off. Now, usually with bad catalysts, I am going to, or bad earnings catalyst, I am going to be looking for an all-day fader, a pop out the gates, and I'll be looking for a rejection signal to short. Now, as you can see, we are currently at the 31 mark, which is after hours double bottom. So we have a double bottom here and a double bottom right here. Okay, even though the volume is pretty low, but I do anticipate there were a lot of short sellers hammering this in, as well as just regular bag holders selling, or long-term investors selling. Okay, we have some nice trend lines. Looking for pop out the gates. Watching this 30. Let's watch the 3250 area. Let's see what I have in my notes. Okay, so resistance 1, we have 3250. Just gonna mark that off for you right there. And resistance 2, we have 33, which is a key psychological whole number. And if I zoom out a little bit, you can see this was the after hours low. So here's the thing. If it does get over the 3250, you got to be really careful, because this could be a squeeze point. The 250 mark is a psychological whole number, right? So I'm going to watch out for that. And yeah, I like it for the 3250, 33 area. Look for the rejection. And of course, major support right now, we are at 31. If it gaps down under tomorrow, depending on how far it gaps down, right, the next support level, I think we are looking at the $30 mark. So, but I don't know how good this will react, the $30 mark, but there is really nothing holding it down after it snaps. Then we're coming down a lot. Then, so watch for that. If it gaps down tomorrow, still watch for a pop, right? Watch for a pop back up into this 31-ish area or 31.50 area, and then look for the drop. Okay, so that's MU. Next up, we have AMD. AMD. Okay, so the thing about AMD is the first resistance I'm watching tomorrow is a key psychological whole number of 20, which is right there, as you can see on the horizontal line. And what this is, my thesis is basically, if you look on the daily chart here, there is a pattern. I mean, green day, red day, 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 green day. What's happening tomorrow? Red day. How is the red day going to happen? Well, the red days usually happen on a gap up and then a little run and then a dip. Look at here. The stock close, open sideways, up and down. The stock close here at the $20. We have a gap up and down. After the green day, right, the stock gaps up at the open, up and down. And so tomorrow I'll be looking for that up and down action. I'm looking for the gap up. And I'll be also watching this little trend line over here. It's been respecting this trend line, but looking for that gap up. We're at 1927, so I'm looking for a gap up and a run into the $20 area and then down. So, yeah, I mean, even 1980s. So watch for the rejection from this zone here, this whole entire zone. And then following the thesis of the green, red, I'm looking for the red day tomorrow. AMD. Next up, we have ROKU. ROKU was basically to the T, as I called it last night. Right now, ROKU is dangerous because it's sold off so much, so it could actually squeeze. We do have a trend line form or a mini channel going on right now. Let's see how far this takes us. Just give me a sec here. Let's draw out some channel trend lines. This channel is shrinking. It's come down a lot. It's very steep. What I want to watch is the $32 mark. This would be, first of all, is a psychological whole number. Second, if I zoom in a little bit more, it's yesterday's closing price as well as, it's just yesterday's closing price. So what this is basically a squeeze point, right? I checked the short interest on this. Today, it actually increased to about 28%. Coming from yesterday, it was at 22%. So with that increase, I think the people, the shorters, they will look for a continuation gap down since the stock did close weak. And they're going to take some profits out the gates, causing the stock to pop. Now, if it gets back above the 32 and starts holding, consolidating above 32, get the hell out because this is the squeeze point. All right. And got to be really careful about that. But then if it pops up and it gets rejected around the 32 mark, you can go ahead and hammer it down. And essentially, the main thesis is to bring it down to 30. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I mean, taking a look here, 30 is a very crucial mark here, as you can see on the IPO day. On the second day of the IPO, I believe it ran to 30 and got stuff from there. So ROKU is going to be a nice watch. Next up, we have AMRN. AMRN. Okay, what used to be a penny stock junker came out with FDA news about their fish pills, and basically the stock ran, and now institutions are looking into this as well. What I'm looking at is this major trend. It basically snapped, okay? And we also have a key support snap of a psychological whole number of 15. And I'll be watching 1550 right here. And I'm going to mark off 16 as well. Okay. Now scroll in a little bit. The stock has sold off a lot. It has snapped this uptrend, hence the 2-day sell. I'm waiting for tomorrow. I'm expecting kind of like a consolidation day. It pop back up. It's already started to pop back up. We have a major tweezer bottom right here, right? So maybe a little pop back up. Test this. I'll be watching for the rejection at the 1550s area. Maybe even 16, let the 9 EMA catch up a little, and then set up for that bear flag, and then hammer it down from there. So in the next few days, probably Friday or Thursday, it's going to make a big leg down. Tomorrow, I think it's going to chop a little bit. So it's going to be a nice watch. Let's see. Yeah, anywhere from 1540s to 1550s will be a nice resistance zone. So we're going to watch for that. I know it's a long ways up, but here we have a nice concise resistance zone, as you can see. And we might be able to get back up here. If it doesn't, I'm not sure if I want a short weakness. Yeah, 15 kind of held it down anywhere from 15.9 to 15, right? So I guess you can watch for that, but personally, I don't know. I mean, on daily chart, 15 doesn't really play well, right? It only played well here on this day on October 2nd. But 1450, though, however, is playing very well as a support line. So be careful about that. It might come down and test 1450 or even the 14 area. We are at 1450 right now, so let's see how it reacts tomorrow. This is on a nice watch. I like the short if it gets back up to this resistance zone. So AMRN, and finally we have AMAT. AMAT, I was watching this today. Basically, totally missed the move. This is a bear flag, right? We have the major pull. We have an uptrend consolidation and then a dump, right? So today also a major pull, and then 2 days in a row you're seeing that it's getting hammered down. It tagged that 50 SMA on the daily chart, as well as now below the 9 EMA. Quick key support here we have at 32. If 32 snaps, we have a lot of room to come down here to the 30-50 area. Okay, as far as resistance go, I'm watching 33 and 33.50. So as you can see, here's the 33.50, which is, see this red day is top of this wick. What's this low here? Yeah, the low of this day, 33.50. 33.50 reacted here as well, here, very well here. So 33.50 is a key resistance zone. The stock is holding at 32.50 right now, and it's gapping down after hours. So right now we are sitting right here, right at key support here. So if it gaps down, let's see if it double bottoms around this 32 or if it snaps. But I personally want to see a pop and then short it back down. 33.50 I really like. So gonna look for that. And that's my watch list for the evening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys out bright and early tomorrow. Ciao.